Thanks for joining me today. Today we're just going to take some time to connect with our breath. My name is Mandy and I hope you really get a lot out of this yoga practice today. So today we're just going to start seated cross-legged in whatever manner feels good to you. If cross-legged doesn't feel good, feel free. You can ease your way up against a wall. You can have your legs straight out in front of you, whatever works for you. Once you've found that comfortable seat and you've pulled any extra flesh from underneath your sit bones, okay, we're going to leave our hands just on our knees. We'll start by rolling the shoulders forward up towards the ears and then exhale, roll those shoulders down. Let's do this 3 times. Clay, could you close that blind for me? And then we're going to switch direction. We're going to bring the shoulder blades together, open across the chest, lift up towards the ears, and then as you breathe out, roll the shoulders forward. 3 times, so that's your second time. 3rd time. Then we'll set those shoulders, roll up, back, pull them down. Bring the hands together so that your palm is resting in the palm of the other hand. Sit up nice and tall. You can connect those thumbs, just folding them one over the other. Start to calm your breath. Keep the shoulders down away from the ears. Opening the chest as you breathe fully, filling the belly, filling the chest. And then as you exhale, pull the belly button towards the spine, empty the lungs from bottom to top. And so with this breath, as you're breathing in, feel yourself filling with the light of that breath, using that oxygen moving into the body, lengthening the spine, lifting up tall through the crown of the head. And then as you're exhaling, keeping that length and just softening all of your joints, the shoulders, the elbows, the wrists, the knees, the hips, the ankles, even the toes. See if with your next exhale you can soften the face and the jaw. Even soften your eyes. And perhaps let the outside corners of your lips just lift up slightly in a soft, subtle smile. Three more nice full breaths here. And at the bottom of this last full elongated breath, you can draw all that breath out, press, press, press. Maybe you go into flexion a little bit with the spine. Gently releasing the hands away from your center and then lifting the hands up, pressing the palms together, thumbs just floating in front of the heart center, rolling those shoulders up, back and down, lengthening the neck. Just taking a moment and setting the intention for your practice today. Today I'd like to take the intention of light, lightness to movement, lightness to thought, lightness to your breath, drawing light in as you bring that oxygen into your body. As you're exhaling, the breath moves back out, but that light that you've brought into your body moves into your cells as it travels through the bloodstream. Having set that intention, you can release the hands away from the chest, draw the chin into the neck, Gently open the eyes, get familiar with your surroundings once again, and bring the chin up parallel with the floor. We're going to roll over onto hands and knees, and we'll extend ourselves along our mat, bringing the toes, heels together, opening the knees nice and wide, bringing the hips down towards the heels, lengthening the upper body, reaching through your side body, through your arms, through to your fingertips. Let the forehead rest on the floor. Breathe in, breathe out. Here you can close the eyes again. Breathing in and breathing out. Then we'll inhale, come up slightly, walk the hands over to the left. Keep your right hip down on the heels, lengthening along the right side of the body. Inhale, coming back, going center, and then moving over to the right side. Keep the left hip down on that heel, lengthen through the hip, along the side body, through that middle finger to the tip of that middle finger, allowing yourself to melt down towards the earth. Inhale, come up slightly. Once again, come center. Inhale, exhale, lengthen. Inhale, come up again. Let's do it one more time each side. Those side bends, sometimes we don't really give them the credit that they deserve. They really lengthen and create space through the spine. You get into musculature that perhaps you don't normally stretch in your regular stretching routine. Come center, walk those hands back. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, continue on to the opposite side. Then coming back center. You're gonna come practice with me? Good job. Move your bum. Let that forehead rest on the floor. Just one full inhale. Full exhale. We're going to inhale, look towards those hands. Here we'll take the right hand. We're going to slip it under the left arm. Bring the right shoulder to the floor. Twisted child's pose. Here, if you want that extended arm, it can come all the way back over. You can slip it into your back pocket or just hook it into your opposite hip. If that doesn't feel good, keep that arm extended, palm up of that right hand, lengthening into the back of the shoulder. Inhale, lifting back up, lengthening out. Inhale, coming slightly, then the opposite arm comes through. So left arm comes through under the right. You can bring that left ear to the mat. And again, if you want, that right hand can come either to your back pocket or hook into your hip crease. Breathing in and breathing out. Then we'll inhale, bring those arms center, lengthen down. Inhale. Exhale. We'll look towards those hands. We're going to draw ourselves along the floor and lengthen out onto our belly so that we're in a prone position. Inhaling and exhaling. So we're going to come into Cobra, but keep those elbows bent, bring them, tuck them right into your hip bones, fingers back in alignment with your shoulders. Bring the fingers together. Inhale, lengthen, exhale. You can just release down. Okay, bring the legs together, squeeze the legs as though you just had one tail. Then with the next inhale, we're going to peel our upper body up off the floor, press the tops of the feet into the floor, breathing in and breathing out, moving into Cobra, shoulders away from your ears. Keep breathing. And exhale, release down. Here we're going to extend the arms out to the sides, palms flat on the floor. We'll inhale, bend the left knee. As we exhale, we'll use the left hand to stabilize us. Breathe in, breathe out. and bring ourselves over onto that shoulder. Ear can rest on the floor. That left foot flat on the floor if you can get it, breathing in and breathing out. And then if you feel stable enough, you can take that left hand and again just hook it into the hip. Some people are able to even clasp their hands behind them. I am not one of them. Then we'll ease ourselves back out, lengthen that left arm, move that knee back center, and then second side. Bend the right knee, bend that right elbow, inhale, exhale, open up, breathing in and breathing out. So you've got the back and the front of the shoulders. Again, you can bring that right arm just to hook into the hip if you want. You don't have to do that. Then inhale, come center, unwind from there. We're going to bring those hands back into center. Okay, bring those fingers nice and close. Bring the shoulders away from the ears. Really engage the trapezius to depress the shoulders. We'll inhale, lift the body up. You can press through the hands. If you want to just practice baby cobra, make sure that your back musculature is working here. Breathing in and breathing out. Squeeze the legs. You have one tail. And then exhale, release down. Spread the fingers. We're going to tuck the toes. Inhale, exhale, press back into downward facing dog. So bend one knee, straighten the other. Lots of breath, lengthening into the back of the legs. Opening the chest, releasing the back. Then we'll come up high on those toes, heels sink towards the floor. We're going to bend the knees, bring those knees down on the floor, bring the hands back. We'll inhale into cow, exhale into cat. Then here, let's do a couple barrel rolls. So with these cat-cows, okay, we're just going to swing the body back and forth. Okay, so it's as though you're scooping out that peanut butter jar. I may have used that analogy in another session here. So we're moving back and forth, and then we're going to do full barrel rolls in one direction, maybe to the right. And then moving to the left. Inhale into that cow and exhale into that cat. Bring toes, heels together, open the knees nice and wide, lengthen back into your child's pose. So make this child's pose as active as you would like. Stretching and lengthening those arms, spreading the fingers, pulling the shoulders down away from the ears at the same time as you're lengthening through those arms. Then we'll inhale, look towards those hands. We'll bring ourselves back up onto hands and knees. We'll tuck the toes. We're going to move back into that downward facing dog. Then we're going to move into plank position. Okay, so here we're going to get our shoulders, our hips, our knees, our ankles all in one nice long extended line. Breathing in and breathing out. Then we'll push back into that downward facing dog. Then as you inhale, move back into that plank. 3 solid full breaths here. Now push back, downward facing dog. Last one, inhale. Come back to that plank, 3 breaths. Press back, downward facing dog. So here we're going to move to a modified side plank position. So bend one knee, so whatever's going to work for you in terms of your device. I'm bringing my left knee forward. I'm going to bring my left hand in alignment with that knee. I'm going to turn the right foot out so that it's pointing forward. Okay, and the left foot, the right knee is, okay, I'm going to start that all over again. So I am using my right leg underneath me. I've brought that forward underneath. I want to make sure that the hip and the knee are right underneath one another, and that left foot is turned toward the long edge of my mat. Okay, wrist is right underneath the shoulder, so I may need to readjust that. Okay, so aligning wrist, elbow, shoulder, one over top of the other. We'll inhale, exhale, lengthen the left arm, whatever arm is in the air. Breathing in and breathing out. So opening up, I want you to engage the obliques. Okay, lifting yourself up and out of the wrist and the knee. Then we'll bring that hand back down to the floor, readjust, tuck those left toes. We'll bring that right leg back, lift it up, drop the foot down, bend one knee, straighten the other. Breathing in and breathing out. So just give your shoulders a little bit of a break. Okay. Heels come down towards the floor. Then we'll bend the opposite knee, whatever we didn't do on the first side. So this is my left knee down to the ground. Left hand in alignment with that knee. I'll turn the right toes towards the outside edge of my mat. Everything's in alignment. Then I'll open up the hip. Inhale, lengthen the arm up towards the ceiling, reaching again out of the shoulder as though we were going to lift right up out of that wrist. So we're really engaging the side body here, breathing in and breathing out. Then we'll bring that hand back down. I'm just going to switch back to my original positioning. Okay, and here we'll extend back into the plank position, breathing in and breathing out. Then we'll inhale, exhale. Here we're going to lift that second leg, that left leg, up in the air because we missed it when we were transitioning there. Breathing in and breathing out. Okay, we're going to do that all over again. We'll just do it a little bit more in a vinyasa style, a flowing style. So change those wrists underneath the shoulders, 3 full breaths. Push back, downward facing dog. Then bend the right knee, bring it down to the floor. Get that right hand in alignment with your knee. Left foot turns. Inhale, lengthening. Bring the hand down. Push back, downward facing dog. Just bring the leg back. Now left side, bring that knee down. Turn that right foot to the outside. Inhale, lengthening. And bring that arm down. Press the hands into the floor. Push those legs back. Okay, one more time. Into plank. 2 breaths. Right knee down. 2 breaths. Left hand down. Push back, downward facing dog. Opposite knee. Inhale up. Release the hand down. Tuck those toes, push back. Bend at the knees, bring yourself down to the floor, toes, heels together. Open the knees, lengthen into child's pose. So breathing in and breathing out, staying in that child's pose position. Then we'll look towards the hands, We're going to push ourselves back into that downward facing dog. Breathing in and breathing out. So here we're going to look towards the hands. We'll walk, we'll step, we'll hop those feet forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, release down towards the floor. We'll heel toe those feet apart so they're hip distance. We'll grab opposite hand to opposite elbow. I want you to just shake your head. No, no, no. Nod your head. Yes, yes, yes. So just let everything be soft and relaxed. If this is too much pressure behind the legs, what you can do instead, just bend the knees. The more you can bring that body onto the legs, you're going to transfer a lot of that weight onto the quadriceps, right? But it'll take the pressure off of your hamstrings, off of those calves, off of your low back. Okay? Just breathing in and breathing out. Shake your head. Nod your head as much as you like. Then we'll inhale, exhale, press through the heels. Okay? Make sure that the weight isn't all in your toes, that it's evenly distributed throughout your feet. Inhale, exhale, allow your elbows just to pendulum over to the right. Then pendulum over to the left. Inhale, come center. Exhale, let everything just kind of ripple down towards the floor. Then we'll release those hands down towards the floor. We'll bend the knees, roll ourselves up to standing vertebrae by vertebrae. So no rush here. Keep the chin tucked. Last thing that comes up is the crown, the top of the head, all the way to that standing position. Rolling the shoulders up, back, and down. We're just coming to mountain pose. Palms open. Pressing through the feet. Lift the toes. And then allow them to spread back down to the floor. A little rocky. Breathing in and breathing out. So here we're going to move to Ardha Chandrasana. So we'll just go to half moon. We're going to inhale. Bring the arms up overhead. Interlace the fingers. Release the index fingers. Cameos by my family. Okay, squeeze the biceps. Squeeze your ears in between the biceps. Breathing in and breathing out. So here you really want to work on keeping the knees apart. Okay, we're going to inhale, and then as we exhale, use your right arm to pull the left arm over to the side. Then we'll inhale, come centered. Exhale, same thing. So here, I'm just going to move my camera a little bit. I want you to see how the fingers, okay, are looking. So here, those arms are up overhead. We're squeezing the ears in between the biceps. Okay, so for this one, we're just going to keep those feet separated. Second one, we're going to bring them together. We're going to inhale, lengthen. Use the left arm to pull the right arm over to the left side of the room. Keep your hips square, shoulders square. Push the hip out to the side. Inhale, come center. Okay, we're going to inhale. Exhale, we'll just look up towards the ceiling. No big back bend here. Inhale, lengthen up. Then we'll bend the knees, hinge at the hips, come forward. Bring the hands down to the feet, the heels, the back of your shins. Okay. Then we'll inhale. So once you've got that grip, we'll exhale and push the hips up, lengthening the spine. Then release. Release those hands. We're going to bring them back up overhead, interlacing the fingers, releasing the index finger. Okay. Then hinge at the hips. We're going to bend the knees quite deep. And inhale, come all the way back up to standing. Release the hands down. Okay, so we're going to go through that a second time. I'll just move my mat. This time, our feet are going to be nice and close together. Okay, so squeezing those feet together. Just want to make sure I don't have any wardrobe malfunctions. We're going to inhale, draw the arms up, interlace those fingers. Okay, squeeze your legs together. So here, feet are together. Okay, so we're squeezing those feet together, squeezing the legs together, squeezing the glutes so that we have lots of support in that low back. So then we're gonna lift up and out. We're gonna lift across the chest, open the rib cage, engage your core, keep the chin neutral. Inhale, lengthen out, and then exhale, use your right arm to pull the left arm over to the right side of the room. Push your push your left hip to the left side of the room. Keep your hips square, so you might need to bring that left hip forward. Right shoulder a little bit forward. Looking straight forward, breathing in and breathing out. With the next inhale, come up. Exhale, okay, squeezing in and out. So by holding the arms up overhead, we're already increasing our heart rate, okay? So just be careful with that. Squeeze those arms, ears in between. Inhale, exhale, lengthen up and over. Press the right hip out to the right side of the room. Reach the left arm over to the left side of the room. Right hip forward, left shoulder forward. Inhale, come all the way up. We're going to bend those knees. Inhale, exhale, hinge forward. Release the hands once your fingers touch. Okay, then we'll bring those hands underneath. Cup them under your heels if you can. Keep your body glued to your thighs. Chin's going to rest just on your knees, just above or below your knees. Then we're going to inhale, exhale, lift the hips up, breathing in and breathing out. So you don't have to straighten your legs. Just keep the body on the legs. No room in between your body and your legs. Breathing in and breathing out. Last time, lift the hips a little higher. And then gently release. Release those hands. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Here we'll lift the spine just a little further, lengthening. Breathing in and breathing out. Then we'll allow ourselves to release down. We're going to heel toe those feet once again. Okay. We'll inhale. So heel toe them apart so that they're hip distance apart. Lengthen the spine as you inhale up slightly. So just kind of create a right angle with your back and your legs. And then exhale, release down towards the floor. We're going to bend those knees. We'll keep the chin tucked. Roll ourselves all the way back up to standing. So here we're going to do a standing back bend. Okay, we kind of did a little bit of one when we had our arms up overhead, just to ensure that we're nice and safe and we're keeping that spine safe. Okay, we're going to bring those feet back together once again so that we can squeeze the glutes and protect that low back. We'll also roll the shoulders up, back, and down, and then place the hands on the low back. Okay, so here we're going to move into a little bit deeper of a back bend. I want you to make sure that those glutes are squeezed tight. Okay, we're going to inhale, and then as we exhale, with the hands on the low back, I want you to just push those hips forward and lift up and out of the spine. So we're not compressing the spine. We're going to lift up and then exhale. As you exhale, you can lift up and out, lengthening, lengthening, lengthening. Oh my goodness. Breathing in and breathing out. Then as you come up, keep the head back. Press those hands into the low back. And then once you're back up to standing, you can roll those shoulders forward, shaking that out, breathing in and breathing out. Heel toe those feet apart from that standing position. We're going to inhale, exhale, just hinge forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Then exhale, release down. Here you can take your fingers, you can wrap them around your big toes, you can take them to your ankles, maybe to your shins or the back of your calves. Use your biceps to pull the body a little closer towards the legs, lengthening the spine, creating room between each of those vertebrae. Then inhale, you can release that. Release those arms. We'll bend at the hips. Hinge at the hips. Bend at the knees. okay? And then we'll inhale, draw the arms out to the side, come all the way back up as though it were a reverse swan dive. Bringing those hands center, breathing in and breathing out. So from here, we're gonna go into our awkward pose. So feet are gonna stay hip distance apart. Okay, so you can stay at the top of your mat. I'm just changing angles so it's a little easier to explain this. Feet are hip distance apart. Feet are parallel to the sides of your mat. Okay, we're gonna inhale, draw the arms up, reaching the arms through the shoulders, through the middle fingers, as though we're gonna touch each other through our devices right now. So we're gonna inhale, and then as we exhale, we're gonna come down to a seated position. Arms are gonna stay out in front. Breathing in and breathing out. So just watch that your tailbone doesn't shoot out. If you notice that, engage your core so that that tailbone isn't shooting out, that it's in alignment with your spine. Keep the arms lengthened, reaching through your shoulders, breathing in and breathing out. Keep the knees moving apart. Then we're going to inhale, come all the way back up. Okay, we're going to do this a second time. Keep the arms up. Okay, we're going to inhale, exhale. We're going to lift ourselves up onto our toes. Okay, and then we're going to ease those knees together. Okay, so we're using the joints to stabilize us and to keep this nice and safe. Keep the arms up. Inhale, exhale. Here we're going to come all the way down until our thighs are parallel with the floor. Heels are up, breathing in and breathing out. Your hips don't go any deeper. Inhaling and exhaling. 2 more nice solid breaths. Inhale, squeeze the knees, come all the way up. We're going to bring those arms down, rolling the shoulders up, back and down. Inhale, draw the arms up overhead. Let's exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, release down towards the floor. Then we're going to bend the knees, stay hinged at those hips. Okay, knees are squeezed together, feet are together. We're going to ease those arms up here for Utkatasana, our traditional Utkatasana. Then we'll bring the hands center. I want you to take your right arm to the outside of the left leg by twisting through the spine. Okay, so we're going to rotate, inhale, exhale, ease that arm down, the outside of the thigh, anchor, press the palms together, lengthening through the spine, breathing in and breathing out. So lots of breath here. Keep those knees together. If you notice one's popped out in front of the other, okay, pull them back so they're pressing and encouraging, supporting one another. Then we'll inhale, come center, exhale. Inhale, draw those arms up, okay? Then inhale, fire up. We're going to exhale, forward fold. So here's a bit of resting for us. Inhale, we'll halfway lift, just lengthen that spine. Okay. Then hinge forward once again, bend those knees nice and deep. Let the chest even rest on the thighs. Skim the fingertips, come up, Utkatasana. Exhale, bring the hands center. Let's take the left arm to the outside of the right leg. Twisting through the spine, initiate the twist from the lumbar spine, up the thoracic, cervical. Now, anchor that left arm on the outside of the leg, press the palms together, press the knees together, breathing in and breathing out. Lengthening through the crown, through the top of the head, from the tailbone to the top of the head. Lots of breath here. Then inhale, come center. Exhale, inhale, back to Utkatasana. Then fire up, exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, release down. Allow yourself just to relax down to the floor. Then bend the knees. We're going to hinge at the hips. We're going to skim the floor once again. Come to that Utkatasana. Then inhale, fire up, and then draw the arms down, center of chest. Breathe in. breathe out. We'll move through a sun salutation. So we're going to be at the top of our mat. Okay, feet are together. Inhale, draw the arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, hands on either side. Let's take both of those feet back into a plank. Okay, so back at the beginning of our practice, then lower down to the floor. Then here you can inhale either cobra or up dog, top of the feet for that up dog. Make sure that your wrists are right under your shoulders, that you're not sinking into the trapezius. Then we'll exhale, rolling over top of those toes, coming to our downward facing dog. 2 nice full breaths here. Look towards the hands. Walk, hop, step those feet forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, release down. Bend your knees, hinge at the hips, come all the way up. Second time. Let's exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, hands on either side of those feet. Hop, step, walk those feet back. Lower down. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. You can walk it out as much as you need to. Breathing in, breathing out. Looking towards the hands, walking, hopping, stepping those feet forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, release down. Bend at the knees, hinge at the hips, come all the way back up. Pull those hands down. Okay. So from here, we'll just kind of build on this. We're going to do a variation of sun salutation B. Okay, and we'll just add on a few warrior positions. Okay, so for sun salutation B, we begin in Utkatasana. Okay, breathing in and breathing out. Inhale, fire up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, hands down on either side of those feet. Hop them back, lower down. Inhale, up into up dog. Push back and exhale into downward facing dog. We'll inhale, draw the right leg up behind us. Then as we exhale, step that right foot forward in between the hands beside the right hand. Okay, turn that left foot out 45 degrees. Inhale, hips are relatively square to the top of your mat. Exhale, hands down either side. Bring that leg back and then drop it down. Okay. We could vinyasa here, but we won't today. We're going to inhale, draw that left leg up, step it forward. Again, in between the hands closest to the left hand. Outside foot comes 45 degrees. Inhale, draw those arms up, square the hips, press through the heels, lift through the chest. Hands down either side of that front foot. Bring that leg up. Release the foot down. Breathing in and breathing out. We'll step forward towards those hands. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, release down. Bend at the knees, hinge at those hips. Utkatasana. Okay, second time through, this is where we'll build on. Inhale, fire up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, hands on either side of those feet. Hop, step. Lower down. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Okay. We're going to start with the left foot. Let's bring that left foot up and then step it forward in between those hands. Back foot 45 degrees. Warrior one. Breathing in, breathing out. Then let's take the left hand forward, right arm back. Okay, so just check out that your arms are parallel with the floor. Take the time. You can check that out behind you. Turn the palm up towards the ceiling. Inhale, exhale, release back. Inhale, come all the way up. Inhale, exhale, bend that left arm, place it on your left leg. Inhale, exhale, extreme side angle. Work and press through that back foot. Inhale, come back up, warrior two. Exhale, we're gonna push that back knee or that front knee so that it's straight. Okay, we'll inhale, exhale, lengthen forward through those left fingers, palm towards the right wall, tip forward for triangle. So we're spiraling backward here. It's not about getting to the toes, okay? It's about lifting up, spiraling back, imagining your hips in one line, imagining you're between two panes of glass. Then we're imagining a rope on that middle finger of that right hand, lift up and out. Turn the palm back over. Exhale, exalted triangle. Inhale, come back. Okay, so here we're going to swing that right arm forward. We're going to ease our hands down towards the floor. We'll bend that front knee, bring the back leg in slightly. Okay, we're going to inhale, draw all the way up. Here we're going to take the right hand, pat ourselves on the back. Okay, so we'll bend at the elbow, give ourselves a nice pat on the back. We'll bring the opposite, the right arm or left arm down, reach it around and up the spine. So see if we can touch those fingers, trying to do so. Okay, keeping our hips square. Inhale, exhale, and just lengthening the spine. We don't have to touch the floor or our leg or anything like that. Inhale, lengthening all the way up. Fist your left hand, bring that arm out, ease out. Reach the right arm up. We'll take the left arm to join and then reach the arms back, interlace the fingers, lift the chest up. Inhale, exhale, hinge forward. Here, lengthening along that leg. Inhale, coming all the way back up, releasing those arms, inhaling them up. Okay, bringing the arms down and stepping forward. Okay, so we're going to do the same thing on the opposite side. So here we're going to start in that Utkatasana. Inhale, breathing in and breathing out. Then we'll inhale, fire up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, hands on either side of those feet. Hop, step, walk those feet back. Lower down. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. So really make sure that you rearrange everything so that it suits you. Then we'll take that right foot forward in between the hands. Okay. Bring that back foot in 45 degrees. Inhale, draw up, warrior one. Then warrior two. Breathing in and breathing out. We'll turn that right palm up towards the ceiling. Inhale, exhale, lengthen back, exalted warrior. Inhale, drawing back up. Let's bend the right elbow, place it on that right leg. Inhale, exhale, lengthen. So from your heel to your fingertip, make sure that you're not sinking into your trapezius. Lots of work going on here. Breathing in and breathing out. Keep that knee nice and bent. Then inhale, coming all the way back up. We're going to inhale, exhale, press that front knee back, straighten the legs. We're going to reach forward, turn the palms towards the left wall, tip forward. Okay. Spiraling back, breathing in and breathing out. So thinking about the shoulders moving in opposite directions. Your hips are square, or they're aligned, I mean. That's what I'm thinking about. So imagine you have a rope tied to that outstretched left middle finger. Inhale, come all the way back up. Turn that right palm up, exalted triangle. Inhale, coming all the way up. Breathing in, breathing out. So then we'll swing that back arm through and then bring the hands down either side of that front foot. Bring the back leg in so that left leg comes in slightly. Okay, we're going to inhale, exhale, release along that leg. Then we'll inhale, come all the way back up to standing. Okay, so here we're going to take that left arm this time. Give ourselves a nice pat on the back. Bending at that elbow. Then the right arm comes around, reaches up behind to find that hand. And if you can't get it, that's no problem. This is where a strap can come in handy, or just work with where you're at today. Inhale, exhale, and we're going to lengthen that spine. Keep the weight in your heels rather than your toes. Neutral neck. Lengthening behind that right leg. Pressing both feet into the floor. Inhale, coming all the way back up. Fisting that right hand, bringing it out. Whew. Then that left arm reaches up towards the ceiling. We'll draw that right arm up. Okay. Then exhale, draw both arms behind. Interlace those fingers. Roll the shoulders back. Inhale, exhale. Hinge forward at the hips. Reach towards that leg. Breathing in and breathing out. Then we'll inhale, come all the way back up. Release those hands. Inhale the arms up and then drop them back down and just take a nice step forward. Okay. So then here we're going to make our way back down to the floor. Let's inhale, draw the arms up overhead. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, hands on either side of those feet. Hop, step, walk them back. Lower yourself down. Inhale up into up dog or your cobra, and then press back, downward facing dog. Here, we'll take the right leg and we'll bring the right knee towards the right hand on the floor for pigeon. Lengthen that back leg, check out where it is. Inhale, exhale, let yourself release down to the floor. Then push yourself up, hands on either side, right underneath those shoulders. Tuck the back toes of that left leg, lift that knee, bring that right leg back up into the air, and then release it down. Bring that left knee forward towards that left hand. Extend that right foot. Breathe in, breathe out. Bring yourself down to the floor. Ease your way up. Hands underneath those shoulders, tuck the back toes, knee up. Push that leg back and release down. Inhale and exhale. Then we'll bend the knees, bring the knees down to the floor. Here what we're going to do, we're going to ease the arms across us. We're going to create kind of a cross. So we'll ease our way down to the belly. Okay? And we'll bring the right arm around across the chest and the left arm across the chest. Easing the elbows underneath our chest. Breathing in and breathing out. And just easing our way down to the floor as close as we can get. And we're going to inhale, ease our way back. Okay, and then we're going to switch the direction. So if you have right arm on top, now it's left arm on top. And then we'll ease our way back out of that. It's not super graceful or anything. Then we'll bring those hands back underneath the shoulders. We'll tuck the toes, push back, downward facing dog. Then we'll bring one knee forward, the other knee forward. Ease our way down to our glutes. Extend the legs out in front. Grab any extra flesh from behind. Draw the arms up overhead. Forward folding. So lots of forward folding in this series today. Breathing in and breathing out. Then we're going to inhale, lengthen those arms. Exhale. Inhale all the way up. Release the arms down. So just shift yourself so that you can take a nice wide-legged position on your mat. Okay. We're going to inhale, draw the arms up, and then exhale, ease your way forward. Here you can take your hands to the inside of the arches of the feet if you'd like. You could take them to your big toes if you'd like. Whatever's going to help keep your toes, ankles, knees, hips all in one line. Breathing in and breathing out. Gently, you can release those hands. Walk the hands back. Crossing those legs. Just come to a seated position for a moment. And so from that seated position, okay, we're going to extend the legs and just ease our way down our mat. Okay, we're going to roll those shoulders back. We're just going to take boat pose for one moment. So here, we'll ease our way back. Hands can rest behind the thighs. Bring the feet up if you'd like. Extend the arms. We're going to bring the legs, the shins, parallel with the floor. Breathing in and breathing out. And then here, we're going to ease our way down to the floor. So extend the legs. Bring the upper body down to the floor. Releasing down, rolling the shoulder blades under. Then we'll draw the arms out to the side. Rotate the shoulders forward, palms flat on the floor. We'll bend the knees, tuck the tailbone, bring those feet up in the air. Inhale, exhale, let the knees fall out to the left, and we're going to look to the right. Then we'll inhale, bring the knees center. Exhale, allow them to fall to the right. You can look to the left. Breathing deeply into the left side. Then we'll inhale, come center. Exhale, release those legs down. Arms can come close to the body. Roll the shoulders under. Feet are as close to your glutes as possible. Knees should be hip distance apart. We're going to inhale, lift the hips up, press those hips up towards the ceiling, opening those quadriceps. Then tuck the tailbone. Breathe in, breathe out. Let the spine move to a natural position. Bring the heels close together. Let the feet fall out to the side. Roll towards the ceiling. Arrange yourself so that you can lie quietly. Breathing in very deeply into the body. And then as you exhale, soften your feet, your ankles, your shins and calves, your knees, your quadriceps, hamstrings, glutes, and pelvis. Breathing deeply into the belly and the back and the chest. And then as you're exhaling, softening the arms, the shoulders, the belly, the back, the chest, your neck, your face, your scalp, even your eyes, your mouth. you would like to continue with your Shavasana, please feel free to do so. If you're ready at this time to move out of Shavasana, you can start to wiggle your fingers and toes and make small movements at the wrists and ankles. As you feel ready, you draw the arms up overhead and lengthen from fingertip to toe, extending the arms and legs along the ground. As you feel ready, those arms can float back down by your side. Bend your knees, place the feet flat on the floor. You can tuck your tailbone, breathing in and breathing out. Here you can ease the knees just into the chest and give yourself a nice hug. Breathing in and breathing out. As you feel ready to do so, allow those feet to fall back down to the floor with the knees bent. Roll yourself over onto whatever side is going to serve you this evening, taking the fetal position for a moment as a transition. Then as you're ready, using your free arm, place it on the floor in front of your chest and push yourself up to a seated position. Crossing your legs, sitting up tall, rolling the shoulders up and down. Here you can bring your hands center of chest, pressing palm to palm. Thumbs once again floating in front of the heart center, coming back to your intention, that intention of light. Light in whatever way spoke to you, or perhaps what speaks to you now. Light connected with a quality, a texture, a sight, a sound, perhaps oxygen even. I want to thank you so much for being the light in this practice, for taking the time to connect with yourself, your body, your mind, your emotional wellness, your mental wellness. I hope this practice serves you well into the rest of your day, the rest of your week. Hope you have a wonderful day. Namaste.